Chizuru Kagura, the elegant master of illusions, is a descendant of the Yatta clan, tasked with sealing the serpent monster Orochi. She also acts as the de facto reluctant babysitter of the Sacred Treasures team by stopping Kyo and Iori from getting at each other's throats and keeping the trio united. Chizuru fights with a very soft, open-palmed fighting style that incorporates a lot of traditional Japanese dance moves. She uses her illusory mirror image techniques to confuse and disorientate opponents before sealing away their special moves to leave them helpless before she delivers the final blow. Chizuru controls the pace of the battle by summoning her mirror images to either strike or act as a decoy. Mixing these two techniques will allow you to burrow into the opponent's mind and make them hesitant to retaliate. The kick versions of Chomon no Ishin and heavy versions of SHINSOKU no NORITO allow it to close the gap in an instant. The alternate versions will make the mirror image attack instead. By pressing a button again, you can decide where either Chizuru or the mirror image is going to stop. This makes Chizuru a threat even from a distance, especially EX SHINSOKU no NORITO, which launches the opponent and allows you to follow up with Jokatsu Kankang for huge damage. Do be careful though, as Chizuru's mirror images can be attacked, which will cause her to take damage. They are not your conventional projectiles. But you can use this against your opponents by stopping early and feinting to test your opponent and see how they'll react. Once you've conditioned the opponent to sit still with Chizuru's illusions, you can then start to pester them and start your offense with her impressive normals. Her sweep is fast and has good range. This can also be whiff cancelled for added mind games and safety. Far D is an incredible multi-purpose normal. It advances Chizuru a lot, is advantageous on block at tip range, and will also snuff out hops at the same time. Far C meanwhile can cover all jumps, and Far B is special cancelable, allowing you to buffer into EX SHINSOKU no NORITO for huge damage potential from a quick poke. And even if this is blocked, you're still pretty safe. You can also occasionally use Tenjin no Kotawari after SHINSOKU no NORITO to beat the opponent's counterattack due to the invincible starter. This also acts as a solid anti-air. If you have the meter to spare, be sure to end combos with REIGI no ISHIZUE to seal away the opponent's ability to perform special moves, especially the max version, which seals away for a huge amount of time. This of course greatly reduces the opponent's options, in some matchups effectively crippling them, which Chizuru can then take advantage of by going in for mix-ups without fear of retaliation. While Chizuru's ground game is very strong, her jump arc is quite floaty like a crane, allowing her to be more easily anti-air, punished on landing, and overall just making her aerial offense rather weak. Thankfully, she has Tamayura no Shitsune and EX Chomon no Ishin to deal with projectile zoning pretty well. While the reward on these isn't especially great, at least you won't be taking any major risks by jumping in too often. While Chizuru can be placed in any position, she's best played as an anchor, as her quick max combo does really good damage, and it makes her poking game much more threatening. Also, having lots of meter is a must to take full advantage of her powerful EX moves. Chizuru is a very unconventional character. Keen observation skills are a must to being successful with her, and she has a high skill cap both in terms of strategy and execution, especially with combos that employ her stand attack, Sunrai no Fujin. So, if you're a lab monster looking for a graceful, complex, specialist character designed to get into your opponent's head, then Chizuru Kagura is the perfect dancing partner. Friends, thank you so much for watching, and a massive shout out to our patrons for supporting these videos. Up next is the legendary Hungry Wolf, Terry Bogart.